The New Universal Library. Bacon Francis, 1910. English painter, born in Dublin, noted for paintings of vivid and uncanny quality, and one of the principal representatives of modern British art. Surrealism influenced influenced the direction of his art towards horrific effect. His variations on the theme of Velázquez's portrait of Pope Innocent X startlingly exploit facial expression. Other works reinterpret Van Gogh and include also unconventional portraits and studies of the human figure. Louis Bridges' photographs of figures in motion and Eisenstein's film Potemkin, with its glimpse of screamingness, have been the basis of many of his imaginative works. Bacon John, 1740–1799, English sculptor, born in London. He began as modeler in a pottery, was a student at the academy on its foundation, and later worked in an artificial stone manufactory. Elected R.A. in 777, he produced many monuments, including that of Pitt, Westminster Abbey, and Dr. Johnson St. Paul's Cathedral. Two of his sons were sculptors. Bacon's son Nicholas, 1509–79, father of Francis Bacon, born in Chislehurst, Kent, the second son of the ship reeve to the Abbey of St. Edmundsbury. On Elizabeth's accession, he entered politics and was made Secretary of State, Lord Keeper of the Great Seal, and knighted. He was bitterly opposed to any reconciliation between Queen Elizabeth and Mary Stuart. Bacon Roger, 1214–94, English Franciscan philosopher, a man of great learning. He was suspected of witchcraft and heresy because of his experiments and was imprisoned in 1278. He stands out from its contemporaries in his addiction to experiment and a more scientific approach to knowledge. His chief writings are on mathematics, geography, and alchemy. Bacon, meat of the pig, after it has been pickled, smoked, or otherwise treated to preserve it from human food. There are many types of bacon to suit our tastes and trades. The modern taste is for lean bacon, having enough fat to give it flavor and good cooking quality. Much of England's bacon comes from other countries, particularly Denmark and Ireland. The production of pigs for bacon is one of the main sources of income for a large number of British farmers. Special piggeries, based on the Danish pattern, have been erected on numerous farms. These incorporate a high standard of comfort and a cleanliness so necessary for producing top-grade bacon pigs, baconers. When a side of bacon is cut up, it is divided into 7 pieces. The back portion, directly over the hind legs, is always removed first. This is known as the gammon. The top 3 cuts, starting from the front end of the animal, are collar, back and long back, and the underneath 3 cuts corresponding to them are hock, or for shoulder, streaky, and flank. The flesh of bacon should be a rosy pink. The fat should be white and firm, and the rind as thin as possible. Whether used as a breakfast dish or as a main course, with or without other meats, bacon is usually grilled or fried in the form of rashers. In both cases, trim off or the rind before cooking, and notch the fat to prevent the rind before cooking, and notch the fat to prevent carrying. Grill or fry the bacon on both sides for 3 to 5 minutes each. The exact time will depend on the thickness and on personal taste. Gammon will take rather longer than most cuts. Sometimes bacon is sold as one piece rather than in rashers, in which case it should be boiled. When boiling, allow 25 minutes for each pound, plus an extra 25 minutes. Bacon beetle, small oval-shaped insect, Dermest lardarius, member of family Dermestidae, which includes some 300 or 400 species, whose habits are governed by an insatiable appetite for dead animal matter. Most of them have a pattern of scales or hairs on the back. It is their larvae which are also destructive. The adults are comparatively innocuous and can often be taken visiting flowers. The bacon beetle is no longer as prevalent in most countries as formerly due to changes in food storage methods, but its appetite for dried meat has been at times put to use in zoological museums under suitable control for cleaning bones, which it does more effectively than possible by ordinary means. Closely related species are Atrenus musaurum, which, as the name implies, is a disastrous pest of natural history. Specimens, if not carefully excluded, and Atrenus scrofulariae, a common carpet beetle, which will attack any textile containing wool or other animal, matter, hides, furs, etc. in the field. All these beetles perform a useful service as scavengers. A peculiarity of all of them is that their larvae are quite unlike those of any other family of beetles. They carry a complicated clothing of tufts of hair, almost like some caterpillars, which are often barbed and movable. This hairiness has earned them in some countries the popular name of woolly bears. Many of the species are now virtually cosmopolitan. Baconian theory. Suggestion first put forward by W. H. Smith in 1856 that Shakespeare's works were written by Francis Bacon, arising chiefly from ignorance of Shakespeare's life and the error that he was an uneducated rustic. It is universally rejected by orthodox scholars